The following is a YouTube special presentation. Well, hello everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Glad you joined once again. Third time's the charm here. Our boy Heather is the opponent. We're going to bring her back and let's play. Here we go. Mark off 10 numbers. And now for Heather, let's mark off 10 numbers. Let's play the game. Okay, well, you're up with an A. Album, A-L-B-U-M. No help. Align, alike, A-L-I-K-E. Changing the word, but you got the K and an E in the word. Awake, A-W-A-K-E. You got it. Richard, I get a couple of numbers. 15. 41. Okay, it's 50-0. We now go to vowel again with a U. Unity, U-N-I-T-Y. No help there. Under, U-N-D-E-R. Usher, U-S-H-E-R. There it is. Richard, I get a couple of numbers. 35 will give you a lingo. 27. Out of 57 of that. For lingo. Question mark. What would you like? 35. There's your lingo. 250-0. Yes, Ronald gets a new board. And we're going to mark off 10 numbers. We're now going to have them with a U. Unity. U-N-I-T-Y. N drops in. Uncle. U-N-C-L-E. E out of place. Under. U-N-D-E-R. There it is. Reach it in, get a couple of numbers. 58. Word. Stopper. We now go to vowel with a P. Punch. P-U-N-C-H. N out of place. Panic. P-A-N-I-C. A-N and I out of place. Pinch. P-I-N-C-H. I drops in. Piano. P-I-A-N-O. There it is. Richard, I got a couple of numbers. 27. 69 will give you a lingo. 61. Okay, it's 350. Vowel, you are still in control with an A. Alone. A-L-O-N-E. O out of place. L drops in. Align. A-L-I-G-N. No help there. Allowed. A-L-O-U-D. O still out of place. Alike. A-L-I-K-E. Nope. And last chance. Allow. A-L-L-O-W. Well, we can't give the last letter, Heather. Alloy. A-L-L-O-Y. No. Allet. A-L-L-O-T. There it is. Reach it there, get a couple of numbers. 69 will give you a lingo. 49. Question mark. What would you like? I'll take 69. There's your lingo. 550. Model gets a new board. And let's take away 10 numbers. We're now going to head over to C. Crime. C-R-I-M-E. Could. C-O-U-L-D. L out of place. Class, C-L-A-S-S. Clash, C-L-A-S-H. You got it. Reach it out in a couple of numbers. Question mark. What would you like? 40? 30 for lingo. Ooh, stopper. We now go to viral with a C. Cream, C-R-E-A-M. E and an A out of place. Crave, C-R-A-V-E. Drop in the right position. Craze, C-R-A-Z-E. You got it. Reach it in a couple of numbers. Ooh, stopper. We now go to Heather with an S. Swipe, S-W-I-P-E. Nope. Sound, S-O-U-N-D. Nope. Style, S-T-Y-L-E. Nope. Scarf, S-C-A-R-F. Nope. Last chance. Sweet, S-W-E-E-T. Lavon gets a bonus letter. See if that helps a little bit. Short, S-H-O-R-T. Well, the R drops in bonus letter for Heather. Shook, S-H-O-O-K. There it is. Reach it out in a couple of numbers. A 30 will give you a lingo. 46. Add a 20 to that list for a lingo. 54. Okay, it's 550 to 150, Heather. You are in control with an N. North, N-O-R-T-H. T out of T in the word. Nasty, N-A-S-T-Y. Y drops in. Nifty, N-I-F-T-Y. There it is. Reach it out, get a couple of numbers. 20, 44, and 30 for lingo. 20. There's your lingo. 550 to 350. Heather gets a new board. And let's take away 10 numbers. We now go to Ronald with an S. Spill, S-P-I-L-L. I and an L in the word. Swirl, S-W-I-R-L. There it is. Reaching in a couple of numbers. Ooh, Red Bull. We go back to Heather now with a B. Blind, B-L-I-N-D. N drops in. Barnes, B-A-R-N-S. S drops in, A out of position. Burns, B-U-R-N-S. No help there. Beans, B-E-A-N-S. You got it. Reaching out at a couple of numbers. Ooh, Red Ball. Let's go to Ronald now with a C. Crazy, C-R-A-Z-Y. Nope. Could, C-O-U-L-D. L out of position. Climb, C-L-I-M-B. There it is. Reach it out at a couple of numbers. Okay. Ooh, another Red Ball. 3 in a row. Alright, Heather, you're back in control with an S. Sweep, S-W-E-E-P. E out of place. Stern, S-T-E-R-N. E still out of place. Solid, S-O-L-I-D. L out of place. Slime, S-L-I-M-E. L and E drop in, last chance. Slate. S-L-A-T-E. No, Rob, we can't give you the bonus letter. Slave. S-L-A-V-E. There it is. Reach it there, get a couple of numbers. 61. 23. Okay, it's 700 to 400. The value are still in control with an I. Image. I-M-A-G-E. A and an E in the word. Inapt. I-N-A-P-T. T out of place. Inner. I-N-N-E-R. I-R-A, right? I-R-A-T-E. Very good. Reach it out, get a couple of numbers. Question mark. What would you like? 29. 25 or 37 will give you a lingo. 55. Okay, 750 to 400. Round still in control with a T. Tired. T-I-R-E-D. R and an E in the word. Touch. T-O-U-C-H. H out of position. Through. T-H-R-E-W. 3. T-H-R-E-E. There it is. 25 or 37 will give you a lingo. 5. Question mark. What would you like? 25. There's your lingo. 950 to 400. Ronald gets a new board. And here comes the 10 numbers taken off. We're now going to have it with an A. Album. A-L-B-U-M. Nope. After. A-F-T-E-R. T and an E out of place. Attic. A-T-T-I-C. T still out of place. Apart. A-P-A-R-T. T drops in. Last chance. Amuse. A-M-U-S-E. E out of position. Bonus letter. Agent. A-G-E-N-T. 1,000 points. You got it. Reach it out a couple of numbers. Question mark. What would you like? 15. 23 will give you a lingo. 9. Okay, it's 1,000 to 400. Ronald, you are in control with a P. Punch. P-U-N-C-H. C-H in the word. Pouch. P-O-U-C-H. You got it. Reach it there, get a couple of numbers. 23 will give you a lingo. Question mark. What would you like? 23. There's your lingo. 1,200 to 1,400. Ronald gets a new board. And let's take away 10 numbers. We're now going to head there with a W. Wheel. W-H-E-E-L. E out of place. White. W-H-I-T-E. E still out of place. Weird. W-I-E-R-D. E drops in and so does the R. W-E-A-R-Y. Weary. Very good. Reach it there in a couple of numbers. 60. Question mark. What would you like? 34. Okay, 1,200 to 450. You think you are still in control, and you have an S on the board. Sweep. S-W-E-E-P. E and a P drop in. Steep, S-T-E-E-P. There it is. Reach it out, get a couple of numbers. 14 will give you a lingo. 28. 44. Okay, it's 1200 and 500, Heather. You are still in control with an S. Sight, S-I-G-H-T. Nope. Sound, S-O-U-N-D. Nope. Space, S-P-A-C-E. P and an E out of place. Serve, S-E-R-V-E. Both E's are out of place. Sheep, S-H-E-E-P. Has to be. Nope. Can't give you the last letter. Sleep, S-L-E-E-P. There it is. Reach it out, get a couple of numbers. Question mark. What would you like? 7. 35. Okay, 1250 to 500. Volume is still in control with an L. Lower, L-O-W-E-R. Nope. Light, L-I-G-H-T. There it is. Reach it out, get a couple of numbers. Question mark. What would you like? 15. 19 or a 63 will give you a lingo. 49. Okay, 1300 to 500. While you are still control with a T. Timer. T-I-M-E-R. I and an R out of place. Trial. T-R-I-A-L. I and an L in the word. R out of place. Twirl. T-W-I-R-L. Very good. Reach it out, a couple of numbers. 39. 1963, 31 for lingo. 11. Okay, 1350 to 500. Volume is still in control with a P. Power, P-O-W-E-R. Pilot, P-I-L-O-T. L out of place. Place, P-L-A-C-E. L drops in. P-L-I. Plead, P-L-E-A-D. Last chance. Oh. Plush, P-L-U-S-H. Nope, over to Heather Bosetter. Plunk, P-L-U-N-K. There it is. Each and every get a couple of numbers. 14 will give you a lingo. Ooh, stopper. We now go to volume now with a T. 3, T-H-R-E-E. R out of place. Track, T-R-A-C-K. Trick, T-R-I-C-K. You got it. 9, 19, 43, 63, 31 for lingo. 61. Ooh, stopper. We now go to Heather with a C. Climb, C-L-I-M-B. Iron M in the word. Chime, C-H-I-M-E. You got it. Reach it out. Get a couple of numbers. 14 will give you a lingo. 32. Add a 42 to that list. Question mark. What would you like? 14. There's your lingo. 1400 to 750. Heather gets a new board. And let's mark off 10 numbers. We now go to Ronald with a T. Tower, T-O-W-E-R. R out of place. Trial, T-R-I-A-L. Okay, trail, T-R-A-I-L. Trail is correct. Okay? 9, 19, 43, 63, 31 for lingo. Ooh, stopper. We now go to Heather with a W. Water, W-A-T-E-R. No help? Wound, W-O-U-N-D. You got it. Reaching out, get a couple of numbers. Ooh, red ball. You now go to vowel with a B. Bluff, B-L-U-F-F. No help. Basic, B-A-S-I-C. And S out of place. Bingo, B-I-N-G-O. No help there. O out of place. Bored, B-O-R-E-D. L drops in. B-O... Board, B-O-A-R-D. Well, the A drops in. Bonus letter for Heather. Boast, B-O-A-S-T. Put an A there. B-O-A-S-T. Boast. There you go. Reach in there, get a couple of numbers. 9, 19, 43, 63, 31 will give you a lingo. Question mark. What would you like? 63. There's your lingo. 1650 to 800. Ronald gets a new board. And let's mark off 10 numbers. We now go to Heather with a C. Craft. C-R-A-F-T. A drops in. Chain. C-H-A-I-N. A drops in. Claim. C-L-A-I-M. You got it. Reach in there, get a couple of numbers. 28. 34. Alright, 1650 to 850, Heather. You are still in control with an S. Slime. S-L-I-M-E. Nope. Sound. S-O-U-N-D. Nope. Sweep. S-W-E-E-P. Nope. Scold. S-C-O-L-D. Nope. And last chance. Sight. S-I-G-H-T. Well, the T drops in. Ronald, you get a bonus letter. Stunt. S-T-U-N-T. Nope. Heather, you get a bonus letter. Is it start? S-T-A-R-T? Very good. 32 or 62 will give you a lingo. 22. Question mark. What would you like? 62. There's your lingo. 1050 to 1650. Heather gets a new board. And we're going to take away 10 numbers. We now go to Ronald with a G. Green. G-R-E-E-N. R-E-E in the word. G-E-R-E-I-F. Grief. Grief is spelled the other way around. Sorry. Bonus letter for Heather. Great. G-R-E-A-T. You got it. Reach it out in a couple of numbers. Ooh, red ball. We go to Ronald now with a T. Touch. T-O-U-C-H. O and H out of position, and we have less than a minute to go. Thorn. T-H-O-R-N. Throw, Throw. No. Throt. Throt. Throat is not a word. Throb, Throb. You got it. Reach it out, I got a couple of numbers. 60. 62. Alright, 1652, 1150, and then you're up with a G. Glide, Glide. Globe, Globe. O drops in. Ghost, Ghost. Still no help. Grown, Grown. Last chance. Goofy, Goofy. There it is. Phew. Alright, reaching out, gonna come to the numbers. 58 will give you a lingo. Question mark. What would you like? 58. There's your lingo. And that's the end of round 1. 1650 for Ronald, 1350 for Heather. But before we start round 2, Heather gets a brand new board. And here it comes. Alright, here we go. Let's mark off 10 numbers. And Heather, you start the final round with an S. Slime. Slime. There's an I in the word. South. South. T out of position. Sting. Sting. No help there. Stiff. Stiff. Last chance. Still. Still. Nope. Over the mile with a bonus letter. Stick. Stick. You got it. Reaching out in a couple of numbers. Question mark. What would you like? 69. Okay. Question mark. What would you like? 39. Okay, 1750 to 1350. Round, you are still in control with an R. Round. Round. You at a place. Rummy. Rummy. You drops in. Runny. Runny. Nope. Rapid. Rapid. No help there, and last chance. Roach. Roach. Nope, over the Heather with a bonus letter. Rules. Rules. Nope, Val, we can't give you the last letter. Ruler. Ruler. Ruler, yes. Reach it there, get a couple of numbers. 29 will give you a lingo. 27. 67. Okay, 1850 to 1350. Wilder is still in control with an R. Right. Right. G out of position. Rapid. Rapid. A drops in. Range. Range. There it is. Reach it there in a couple of numbers. 29 or 59 will give you a lingo. Question mark. What would you like? 59. There's your lingo. Alright, new boy from Ronald. 2250 to 1350. Mark off 10 numbers. And Heather, you are up with an S. Slime. S-L-I-M-E. E out of place. Serve. S-E-R-V-E. E and an E out of position. Spree. S-P-R-E-E. When one E drops in, the other E is out of position. Well, bonus letter for Ron. Let's see if he helps or helps. Sweep. S-W-E-E-P. No. S-W-E-E-T. Sweep. There it is. Reach it out in a couple of numbers. Question mark. What would you like? 5. 33 or 55 will give you a lingo. 53. Okay, 2350 to 1350, while you are up with a Q. Queen. Q-U-E-E-N. Quite. Q-U-I-T-E. I drop in, but it's in the wrong position. Quote. Q-U-O-T-E. No. Q-U. Quack. Q-U-A-C-K. A drops in. Let's try quail. Q-U-A-I-L. Correct. 33 or 55 will give you a lingo. 45. Ooh, stopper. Okay, Heather, you are in control with a W. Wheel. W-H-E-E-L. No. Wound. W-O-U-N-D. Nope. Wafer. W-A-F-E-R. A drops in. Wagon. W-A-G-O-N. Last chance. W-A-N. Wands. W-A-N-D-S. No, over the vowel with a bonus letter. Wacky. W-A-C-K-Y. There it is. Reach it out in a couple of numbers. 33 or 55 will give you a lingo. 57. 7. Okay, 2550 to 1350. Ron, you are in control with a C. Climb. C-L-I-M-B. I out of position. Cider. C-I-D-E-R. Good job. Reach it out in a couple of numbers. 9, 15, 17, 55, 33 will give you a lingo. 15. There's your lingo. Because your board, Ronald. And we'll remove 10 numbers, please. Over to your Heather, we go with a U. Under. U-N-D-E-R. E out of place. Unite. U-N-I-T-E. There it is. Reach it out in a couple of numbers. 58. Question mark. What would you like? 18. Okay, 2950 to 1450. Heather, you are still in control with an O. Offer. O-F-F-E-R. E out of place. Onion. O-N-I-O-N. N out of place. Order. O-R-D-E-R. E still out of place. Orbit. O-R-B-I-T. Last chance. Oscar, Oscar. That's an award, but we're going to take it. Bonus letter. Ounce, Ounce. You got it. Reach it out in a couple of numbers. Question mark. What would you like? 21? Question mark. What would you like? 9. Okay, 3050 to 1450. While you are still in control with an A. Album. Album. No help. Alive. Alive. Well, the L is in the word. Sorry about that. Alone. Alone. O and an L in the word. Along. Along. Correct. Reach it out in a couple of numbers. Ooh, stopper. We now go to Heather with an S. Let's try sight. Sight. Well, that doesn't help. I and G out of place. Swing. Swing. Sling. Sling. Reach it out in a couple of numbers. 22 will give you a lingo. 10. Out of 50 to that. 34. Okay, it's 3150 to 1550. Still in control, Heather, with an M. Month. Month. Nope. Music. Music. Nope. Mayor. Mayor. A drops in. Match. Match. Last chance. Magic. Magic. Bonus letter for Ronald. Maple. Maple. You got it. Reach it out in a couple of numbers. Question mark. What would you like? Number 7. 1 or 55 will give you a lingo. 17. Okay, it's 3250 to 1550. Volume is still in control with an I. Image. Image. Well, this game has to count.